Good morning. Welcome to the Crawford County Commissioners Work Session for March 6th. We'll start with the correctional facility.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Jack. Hi, Jack.
I got two items that need ratified. Ratify the payment of $521.75 to the overhead door company of Greater Erie. Payment is for repairs made to the Southside Sally Port door. This is not a budgeted item. One thing about this repair, I was figuring it was gonna be the spring, which is $10,000. Fortunately, it was not. And secondly, ratify the payment of $2,469.15 for the purchase of 2 stainless steel toilets, replacing 2 broken porcelain toilets, and this is also not a budgeted item.
Any questions for Jack?
No, I remember talking about the 2 toilets, Jack. Did you mention that overhead door thing to me?
I did not. It was broke. They come in, they did something to it. They
Okay.
come in to see what was gonna happen, what we had to have done, and they repaired it on site. The toilets, I also got 2 or 3 other prices, and this is also the cheapest.
Yeah, that part I remembered, but
Yeah.
I didn't recall hearing about the door.
Okay, thank you. Thanks,
Thanks.
Jack. IT? Good morning, Tim.
No, Tim.
IT is here to request to purchase the Year 3 Microsoft Agreement, Enterprise Agreement from CDWG for $115,967.12. This is the last year of the current 3-year agreement, so next year we'll have to do a new 3-year agreement.
Okay.
And the other 2 I'm gonna cancel. I'll put them on a following agenda because I'm still waiting for some quotes.
Okay, thank you. Fair enough, thank you. Assessment?
Good morning.
Good morning,
Yeah,
Joe.
Joe.
I come to you with 2 items this morning. The first being a $750 invoice from Bob Stout for an appraisal review that he did for Crawford Care. And the other item would be approval of the annual climate tuning payment in lieu of taxes amount for this year.
Any questions for Joe? Thank you.
Thank you.
Public safety?
Morning.
Morning, Greg.
Greg.
I'm going to ask you to approve the 2023 Hazardous Materials Program annual report that I submitted to you all. I'm sure it was very interesting reading. I'm going to approve the purchase of 5 MSA Galaxy chargers and cylinder holders along with 8 bottles of calibration gas from Whitner Public Safety in the amount of $18,725. That's completely funded by the Hazardous Materials Response Fund grant. Approving the payment of $5,000 to MCM Consulting for continued work on the hazard mitigation plan, which will be reimbursed. The payment of $1,042 to County Lake VFD for reimbursement of repairs made on the county-owned, it should be Argo. That was not a budgeted expense, it just found it to be in mechanical failure to get repaired.
Okay.
Approve the purchase of 2 surveillance cameras for the public safety property. One's to be at the new entry gate and one on the public safety tower. The cost is $35.98 to Mobilecom.
Okay, any questions for Greg?
Nope.
Nope. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you all.
Planning?
Morning, Commissioners.
Hey, Zach. Morning, Zach.
First item we're asking this morning for approval, it's going to be for an invoice with Vogue Heating and Cooling for $640. This is associated with their training wages for the Construction Workforce Industry Program, and it is reimbursed through Whole Home. We're also seeking approval for an invoice from LSSE Civil Engineering and Surveyors in the amount of $2,550 for a Conneautville Stormwater Project. This is a CDBG project and is paid for out of the county's 2020 CDBG program. We're seeking approval for an invoice for Porter Consulting for their engineering services on the Heidi Cooper Park project. The total amount for that invoice is $3,282 and is paid for out of the CDBG CV3 competitive grant program. We're also asking for approval of a contract with Active Aging Foundation for the use of their Lou Davies Center for the 2024 Comprehensive Plan Project. There's a $300 facility fee, which is going to be covered by the State Facilities Transition Closure Program, mouthful, grant, which is funding that project. And then the last item this morning, requesting approval to execute a contract with Sandy's Sign Works for design, fabrication, and delivery of signs for the County Forest signage project. This contract is to not exceed $4,000 and it's paid for out of the sale of the timber.
Any questions for Zach? Thank you, Zach.
Thank you.
Thank you.
County maintenance? Morning, Mark.
Howdy, Mark.
Asking to ratify approval of invoices for the new, second floor finance office for $2,009.46.
Okay.
It's looking good up there.
Yeah. Yep. Asking approval to pay Brian Noah, project manager, for professional services for the month of February 2024 for $2,594.70.
Okay.
Asking approval of supplemental agreement D for the replacement of Whiteman Road Bridge. This is increasing the total cost of the agreement $94,904.21.
Okay. Any questions for Mark?
Nope.
Thank you, Mark.
That's an easy one.
Human Services? Morning, Sue.
Nice.
I'm requesting ratification of the Act 148 report for the first quarter fiscal year 23-24, revision 1. The total was $2,099,871. The cost to the county was $466,280. Requesting approval of the payment to the Crawford County Commissioners for the pension due to the county. The total cost for account 145 is $292,383.40. The cost to the county for account 145 is $60,170.91. Total cost for account 175 is $208,675.51. The cost to the county for account 175 is $11,656.48. Requesting approval of the purchase requisition to the Pennsylvania Association of County Administrators for yearly association dues for 2024. Total cost is $6,236. The cost to the county is $332.93. Requesting approval of the purchase requisition to the Pennsylvania Association of County Administrators for the 2024 SCO associate dues. These are separate from association dues. The total cost is $500. The cost to the county is $26.69. Requesting approval of the purchase requisition to the Pennsylvania Association of County Human Services Administrators for yearly association dues for 2024. The total cost is $1,729. The cost to the county is $265.64. Requesting approval of the purchase requisition to Pennsylvania Children and Youth Administrators for yearly association dues for 2024. Total cost is $2,929.32. The cost to the county is $632.65. Requesting approval of the out-of-state travel reimbursement for Holly Bunce. She was doing an out-of-state visit and got caught in a snowstorm. She was instructed to get a hotel room for the night by supervisor. Total cost for food and lodging was $181.05. The cost to the county was $39.10.
Any questions for Sue?
On item 4, indulge me, what does SCO stand for?
Service Coordinator Organization. Oh, and the last one was ratified too.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you, Sue.
thank you.
Sheriff Powers?
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Dave.
I'm here to ask to approve the travel request for Kendra McCartney to attend a grant writing course in Warren, PA. The total cost to the county would be $930.11. This includes the hotel and tuition to the course. And I'd like to ask that you ratify this because it's, the course is March 14th and 15th and the invoice is due on the 16th.
Is that amenable to you?
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
And the second one is to approve a travel request for Eric Johnson to attend the state-required Act 2 municipal police officer waiver training. The estimated cost to the county after reimbursements will be $28.50.
Okay.
Can't beat that price.
Thank you, Dave.
That,
Thanks.
that class that Kendra's taken, is that, how many days is that?
It's just 2 days.
2 days.
But it's, it takes like 2 hours to get there.
Right.
So you're gonna need a
Yeah.
There's no easy way to get to Warren from here.
Okay. Finance?
Good morning.
Morning, Stephanie.
Howdy.
For your approval, I have the following invoices. The first is to Crawford County Drug and Alcohol. It's the Quarter 1 and Quarter 2, 2023-24 HSBG match in the amount of $10,810. The second is to CYS, its quarter two fiscal year 23-24 match in the amount of $28,065.86. The third is to Human Services, it's their quarter one fiscal year 23-24 match in the amount of $60,811.96. The fourth is also to Human Services, it's their quarter two fiscal year 23-24 match in the amount of $69,847.95. The fifth is also to Human Services. It is their quarter four fiscal year 22-23 match in the amount of $88,591.17. And finally, the sixth is to Credit Solutions of Kentucky. It's a Care Center Windstream bill in the amount of $545.97. Also, for ratification, I have the following invoices. The first is to Cleveland Brothers. It's invoice number 783-4362. It's the annual inspection for $615. The second is to Cleveland Brothers. It's invoice number 783-4363. It's a load bank test for $1,110. Both of these were done at the Care Center prior to us selling. They were just forwarded to us by the Care Center this month. The third one is our P-CHIP. The invoice number is 162210-0. It's our March 2024 insurance in the amount of $683,797.53. That's it.
Any questions for Stephanie?
For the two Cleveland Brothers invoices, when are they dated? Do you have the originals there?
Yes, I do. This one is dated 11/14 of 23. This
Alright.
one's dated 11/14 of 23, but the document date is 10/10 of 23 for both of them, so that's what it goes by.
Okay, thank you.
If I remember right, Chris, those were on a recurring annual basis, and
Okay.
we just handled in October that same process.
All right.
Okay, commissioners?
Yeah, just have some notifications. The first one is the Chapter 102 notification from National Fuel regarding stormwater discharge associated with construction activity for installation of 1,650 linear feet of steel gas pipeline at Conneaut Creek and Conneautville Borough. The next one is a notification from Bloomfield Township Sewer Authority regarding the intent to apply for a permit renewal for the facility on Shreve Road in Bloomfield Township. The next one is Act 14 notification from Larry Branaka in regards to the French Creek Stream Restoration Project to restore 1,300 feet of stream at Coulter Run, French Creek in Venango Township. And the last one is a Chapter 102 notification from Murkowski in regards to the Thurston Road Pipeline Project for abandonment and replacement of approximately 5,000 feet of pipeline as part of the existing Thurston Road Pipeline in Westmead Township.
Any questions? Okay, the upcoming events, we have a full session on March 13th, followed by a work session on the 20th. We are coming up on Good Friday on March 29th. We'll be closed that day. Any public comment? Commissioner comments, Commissioner Shell,
Nothing at this time, sir.
Commissioner Seeley.
Just a reminder that the next election board meeting will be held next Wednesday at 6 p.m. So get your tickets today. It will be held in this room at, again, 6 p.m. on March 13th. And we anticipate voting on the relocation of the Meadville Second Ward, 2nd District precinct.
Also, Gina, have we done the public announcement for the meeting on Thursday? For the salary, we have done that? So reminder, Thursday at
You're right.
6 p.m. here. We also have the meeting scheduled to set elected officials' salary for the next coming year, not for our current year, for the next.
So if you want to see what we look like after hours, you have two
Yes,
opportunities to do so.
6 Thursday and next week, so. Okay, if there's nothing else, we will see you next week. Thank you.